Welcome to the NotaryCentral Everything Notary Podcast, the podcast where we talk about what's happening in the notary world. I'm your host, and today I'm thrilled to have with me the CEO of NotaryCentral, Alex Leon, who has previously helped develop several household notarization brands, including NotaryCam. We'll explore how technology and legislation is reshaping the industry, the impact of artificial intelligence, and what the future might hold. Let's begin with the digital transformation that's sweeping across industries. Alex, technology has significantly altered many traditional practices. How is it reshaping the notarization process specifically?
That's a great question. When we look at real estate over the past 5 to 7 years, we've seen a huge shift from old, paper heavy methods to smooth, digital workflows that connect everyone involved in a deal. Nowadays, there are advanced digital platforms where buyers, sellers, agents, lenders, lawyers, and notaries can all work together in real time. These platforms let you store and manage all the important documents in one safe place. This means less paper clutter and fewer chances of losing documents. Plus, the whole process moves much, much faster. As a notary, it's important to be aware of these work streams, particularly the ones growing quickly, and make sure to be a part of them. As more and more business flows through them, notaries can earn a lot of money by supporting the notarization portion of these work streams.
Interesting. So, what steps can notaries take to market their services to real estate professionals and other industries embracing digital workflows?
So when it comes to digital work streams, it's not really about having a presence on social media as much as making sure that 1, you're registered on the platforms, 2, your profile is completely filled out on each platform, and 3, when you're asked about when you're available, if there's an odd hour where you actually would be fine doing a notarization, add it. So let me explain. A, these platforms may be looking for someone who can notarize a loan modification. And if all they see is an email, how would they possibly know if you can do the job? And then B, remember that as these platforms get bigger, there are going to be clients that want to complete a notarization at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday. Can you be that notary?
I see what you're saying. So, marketing is less about making announcements online and more about positioning yourself to be ready and able to take that 10 p.m. Tuesday loan modification.
That's exactly right. And if you do also expect business to come in directly to you outside of a platform, then yes, have an online presence. But keep in mind that that's a totally different target audience.
Switching gears now, in what ways are legal frameworks related to notarization changing?
One major update, as I'm sure most of us are aware of, is California's SB 696. This law makes California one of the most remote online notarization friendly states out there. SB 696 not only allows notaries to notarize documents online, but also sets very high security standards for notary technology platforms. I say platforms because it's not just RON, but also electronic journals. California's approach is setting a strong example for other states, and I really wouldn't be surprised if other states start updating their own laws related to security standards. I would recommend that notaries continue to keep an eye out for new legislation that may affect how they're required to do business in their state.
You mentioned electronic journals. NotaryCentral has an e-journal app, correct?
Yes, we do. The most affordable one on the market, actually.
Is NotaryCentral's e-journal app compliant with California's new legislation?
While our e-journal is valid in almost every state, it's not yet valid in California. We know what we need to do, so it's just a matter of prioritization at this point.
So, what's at the top of the priority list for NotaryCentral?
Well, we launched the Business Management Suite, where you can track signings, tax documents, mileage, the essentials for tracking your business. And then we also had a first go at an interactive AI handbook, where you can chat directly with the official handbook of California using AI. Where we are particularly focused right now is just refining that interactive handbook and then deeply fusing the educational aspect of notarization with the software.
That's exciting. How else might artificial intelligence influence the future of notarization?
So I'm thinking several years out right now. But in the future, notaries may have AI helpers with them before, during, and after their appointments. Here's how it could work. Before the appointment, the AI can answer questions the notary might have, like what the wording for a certificate should be or how to check someone's ID. Then during the appointment, the AI watches the notarization in real time. It can spot mistakes right away, like if someone forgets to sign, gets the date wrong, or misses a required section. And then after the appointment, the AI can make sure that all documents are sent out correctly and checks that the clients are happy with the service. Using AI like this would help notaries work more accurately and efficiently, making the whole notarization process smoother for everyone involved.
So, how does this benefit notaries directly?
Imagine you're at a loan signing appointment. It's the last day of the month, and your signer comes in with an expired veteran ID. You're not sure if you're allowed to accept that ID. It may be tempting to just reschedule the appointment and have the signer come in with an unexpired ID. But the reality is that one, depending on which stage you're in, that expired ID may actually be valid. And two, if it's the last day of the month, rescheduling is not so simple for the lender. They may even have to draft up completely new documents to sign. So it's extremely valuable for all parties involved that the signing simply gets done. If AI can unblock that tiny piece of information in that moment, that is valuable.
Wow, that is exciting. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Alex. How can notaries learn more about Notary Central?
This has been great. Please check out our website at www.notarycentral.org for affordable technology and educational content.
Thanks, Alex. Before we end this episode, I have a surprise quiz for you notaries. What's the key difference between an oath and an affirmation during a notarial act? Option A. An oath is a promise made under penalty of perjury, invoking a higher power, while an affirmation is a solemn promise made without religious references. Option B. An oath is optional for legal documents, while an affirmation is mandatory for all notarizations. The answer is option A. Thanks for joining us on the Notary Central Everything Notary podcast. See you next time.